Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create and edit journal entries in Blackboard. So I am in a journal module right now, and the first thing you'll see is that it says this journal has no entries because I haven't created any yet. To create a new journal entry, it's very simple. I'm just going to click the button that says Create Journal Entry. And when I do that, I'm taken to a new screen, which looks very similar to other content screens in Blackboard. And the first thing it's going to want me to do is give my journal entry a title. So you can be as creative or as mundane as you would like to be. I'm just going to call this Journal Entry Number 1. And that will be displayed at the top of the journal entry. Then in this area here, in this box, this is where you will type the body of your journal entry. And you'll see that you have some formatting, some basic formatting options available to you. You can do bold text, italics, underline. You can change the font. Here. If you want to change the font, you can change the font. You can change the size of the font. You can add bulleted lists, numbered lists. You can change the color of your text. You can get very fancy. But for the purposes of most journal assignments, you just need to worry about the content and the text that's there. So you're going to type here your journal entry in all its glory. I've had students in the past who prefer to type their journal entries in another program such as Microsoft Word and then copy and paste to this journal. And generally speaking, that works pretty well, although occasionally we've run into problems where Microsoft Word likes to embed a bunch of extra formatting HTML type stuff that you don't necessarily see when you copy and paste here, but it prevents Blackboard from properly displaying the journal entry. And then it creates issues when you come back and try to edit it. So generally speaking, it's a good idea to just type directly here. If you are worried about your work being lost, you can type a little bit and then save it as a draft, type a little bit more, save it again. Just make sure when you're done that you post the entry so that I can see it. If you only save it as a draft, the instructor isn't able to see the entry. Okay, so I'm going to put in just some text here just for demonstration purposes, and I'm going to post my entry. You do have an option to attach a file, but I would encourage you to just type your entry directly into the text box as I showed you, just because it makes it easier for your instructor to give you feedback. So you can see now this is journal entry 1. It was posted, so it's been published, and it has the date and time that it was published. Your instructor will come in and will make changes to the journal entry and highlight any errors that you've made. This is what it'll look like once your instructor's done that. You'll see certain things are highlighted. It's not going to tell you why they're highlighted because part of the exercise is for you to try to be able to figure that out and recognize your own errors. But you'll see these highlights. So when it's time for you to come back in and edit and make the changes and corrections, that's also a very simple process. You're going to look right up here next to the title of the journal entry. There's a little drop-down menu here, and when you click on that, you'll see you have the option to edit the entry. So I'm going to click edit, and it's going to take me back to this same screen where I can see the highlighting and make the changes. So let's say here I figure out that I missed a word, so I add a word in there. Maybe here I decide I don't need the comma, so I'm going to delete that comma. This maybe should have been a semicolon. Obviously, I'm just making all of this up, and here I need another word. Notice that the highlighting didn't go anywhere when I added things to it. That's fine. It actually makes it easier for your instructor to go back and see where you've made the changes. Sometimes if you delete part of it, the highlighting obviously goes away, and that's okay too. The instructor is going to look and see. So if the highlighting stays or doesn't stay or does weird things, don't worry about the highlighting. Just make the changes to the text, and when you're done, you'll click Post Entry again, and it will post the edited entry, and it will show the timestamp for when it was last edited. So that's how you create and edit a journal entry, and when you're ready to create your next journal entry, you just come back, click the Create Journal Entry button, create a new entry, And again, any editing, you're just going to click on the drop down menu and select Edit. And that's how you create and edit journal entries using Blackboard.